Hi, it's Chandler Klebs here, and I'm recording this short video just to update my friends on what's been going on with me lately, because I'm sure some people are wondering. See, I haven't been on social media very much. I don't have time for that. See, here's the interesting thing. Um, of course, I work 4 days of work at Hy-Vee, but then on those 3 days out of 7 that I have off, end up having to do errands for my mom, for example. That's one thing, having to go to the library, having to go shopping somewhere for something that we ran out of and need. So that kind of bothers me. And my mom and I have both been kind of sick lately. I'm feeling better than I was like last week. Cause yeah, it was not like, okay, today's Sunday, November 6th, so okay, 2 days ago was Friday. Well, the Friday before that I was like really sick. I got over that in a couple of days, and then I worked Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But basically, like, I have a lot of people who email me, and people don't realize this. Like, they don't realize I get a lot of emails. I get emails from people about podcasts, and I also get all these notifications when someone Facebook messages me or tags me. Usually it's Jamie, something like that. Jamie will be tagging me in something about political philosophies or about Minecraft, and see, it's like, here's what's weird is, on top of all of that, on top of all the usual stuff, that kind of stressed me out already. Now, see, I do the podcast with people, and I try to respond to people on stuff that's important. But it's come to a point where I realize I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of people that I do online shows with. And at a certain point, there becomes a question of priorities. And so, here's the thing about it. Like, I do the Free Will, Science, and Religion podcast, and we talk about how nobody has a free will. And people are confused about it. But let me explain something. Any decision that's made, if we analyze how that decision's made, we understand it's based on the desires of that person as well as other factors outside of their control. So if I have Jamie, Pafo, Monique, all messaging me about different stuff they want me to do, and then I have my mother also wanting me to do stuff, and then there's stuff that I want to do. It becomes, this is what most people will call a moment choice. They say this is a decision that's made, and so people conflate the decision making with free will. And what's interesting about it is that I understand that some things are going to take priority over others. Some things based on my causal history I will see as more important than other things. Some of my friends are more or less annoying than others. And so this is an interesting part of it. But there's something else I want to say in this video. And the real reason I made this video was, Monique has been sending me a lot of stuff lately, and she just shared a link on my timeline on Facebook about this short video she did, how she's been, sacrificing her basic needs. She's not even sleeping very well because she's been spending all her time on this Bernie writing campaign. And I haven't had time. I'm at work or I'm having to do something else. So I can't participate in that. I really can't. But so, I respect what Monique is doing, and sure, I would love it if Bernie Sanders became president, and it's technically possible based on what Monique has been saying and the links she's been sharing with me. I do try to read her links. I can't say about all of them, though. I don't have the time. But so I wanted to mention that I do support that in a sense. And look, I'm not a political person, but Bernie Sanders seems like a much more respectable guy to me. Much more of a respectable person than Hillary Clinton or Trump. I know that I don't like either Hillary or Trump. I don't like politics in general. And there's something else I want to get straight. To anybody who sends me political crap, telling me to vote for Hillary or Trump or any of that stuff, I just stop it, okay? Because I'm going to ignore it. I've been deleting a lot of those kinds of emails that I get this time of year. And here's the deal, is I hate the time pressure. I care about important things that are ongoing. See, the veganism is an important thing because one of my lifelong missions is to make sure that people go vegan. Anyone I can convince to go vegan, to stop hurting the animals, that's part of my mission. And the free will thing is another big part of my mission because I know that as long as people are blaming themselves and others under this belief that they could have chosen otherwise and then punish them in a retributive sense, that's bad for us all. It's bad for all of us. And so even though technically I am saying that yes, buying meat, dairy, and eggs, and other animal products, it is immoral. But I can't go at it with the attitude like, oh, you're evil and I'm going to punish you. This is important. And similarly, as you know, if you listen to the shows that I do with Monique, I basically say sex is evil because procreation is unethical, not to mention the transmission of sexually transmitted diseases. So I've done hours of recording about that as well. The veganism and the celibacy and the free will thing. I've done like over 180 episodes of my podcast, or it might even be 190. I've lost count. I have to check the index file. I have this text file that's an index of the titles and descriptions of all the stuff. But there is one more thing I wanted to mention, because this video is already longer than I intended. I intended this to be maybe 2-3 minutes. But I don't like, as much as I know people feel politics are important, but I feel the time-sensitive nature of it makes it bullshit. Because all the things that I care about are an ongoing thing. The idea that you're in a rush, people are in a rush, they have to convert people to vote for their candidate before November 8th. I got news for you people. After November 8th has come and gone, and people vote for who they're going to vote for, we'll either get Hillary or Trump, or maybe if enough people write in Bernie, maybe even he'll become president. Because supposedly if they don't get the 270 electoral votes, either Hillary or Trump, then the House of Representatives picks the candidate. That's what Monique said anyway. But here's the deal. I feel that all of that will be useless because people listening to the podcasts about politics, this current election, or people reading links about this election after the election's already happened and we get whichever president we're going to be, all of that information will be obsolete. And I hate it when things become obsolete. I hate it when video games become obsolete because the console or system and the company no longer exists, so people can't play that game legally anymore. I hate obsolete like that. I hate obsolete hardware. I hate obsolete topics. And as far as I'm concerned, politics is a system of things becoming obsolete. There's all this hype about each election, then the election's over, all the hype ends, and I'm relieved. I just want November 8th to be over because I'm sick of politics. I'm totally sick about it, and I don't even feel like I care all that much about which person becomes president. Sure, Bernie Sanders seems better than Hillary or Trump, but I realized also that my opinion on this isn't going to change anything, and I just hope that Monique isn't wasting all her time. Because the truth is, if Hillary or Trump gets in, then Monique sacrificing time she could have been sleeping, or she could have been acting, or whatever she needs to do, she'll never get that time back. And if either Hillary or Trump becomes president instead of Bernie, then she's completely thrown away that time that she could have been doing something that she needed to do for her health, maybe something else she wanted to do. And so politics is the biggest waste of time ever. It's about as much of a waste of time as sports, but I feel it's worse because everyone tries to drag you into politics even more than they do sports. So that's what I have to say about it. I just had to have my rant about how much I hate politics because it's been bothering me lately. And I know that I'm dissing some of my friends basically. Like I know that like I just have to, I'm ignoring some of my friends because I can't respond to everybody. I have too many friends now. I have too many co-hosts and like yeah. So I'm gonna shut up now, end this video, and I think I'll play some Minecraft or something because it's the only thing I like to do. And I have a meeting with someone at 5 tonight, and then I have podcasts at 6 with my co-hosts. So that's what I have to say for now. Goodbye.